We're here. We're here.
We're here.
And Soup, you're able to hear us okay? I just want to make sure.
Absolutely.
All right, good. Okay, well, guys, if you're joining us today, thank you so much for hopping on. I'm here with Nelson Soto. I don't know if we got the applause in the you got that? There we go. Okay,
Thank you.
we got a studio applause for Nelson Soto. You're here today, of course, for Week One's Squads Winners Spotlight. And if you guys don't know what that is, when we do these competitions, we try to pick out and shine a light on some of the people who are performing the best. And so right now, in Week One, we have Nelson Soto, who is arguably, well, you are brand new to Remote Sales Nation. Is that right?
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
Just joined maybe a week and a half ago. Probably started really dialing last week on Friday, really.
Wow, last Friday. So it's been a week.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. Okay, it's been a week, and you're already how many? So if you guys don't know, the way this thing works is we're SDRs, and we're setting meetings, we're cold calling book appointments, and how we've done it is to make things a little fair. We've made some of the harder campaigns worth a little more, or some of the campaigns that are higher priority, we've given them more points, and vice versa. And so Nelson comes out of nowhere, and he's on Team Legion, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Team with Jamie. How's that been being on Team Legion, by the way?
Oh, it's a blessing. Jamie's great. Jamie's always supportive. He's always there on meets with us.
Always on meets good, and then the teammates are cool as well.
Oh yeah, our team's like a family, and
Yeah.
we have a lot of go-getters that are on there dialing. Some people aren't even talking because they're just dialing all day.
Yeah, you do. You got some people there who are just like, I see them and I'm like, oh, Jamie picked all the grinders. Oh man, he's got the killers on that team. So anyway, so we've got teams. There's Team Legion, Team Oracle, Team Dominion, and Team Seraph, who are led by all of the folks, all the leaders at Remote Sales Nation. And so how the scoring works is, right, like I said, they're weighted based on what we need and how difficult they are. And Nelson has helped out a lot on a brand new campaign, which whenever we get a new campaign, we want to set a really good impression so we make it worth the max, which is 3 points. But we've also incentivized a few other things in this competition. Number one, if you guys are on Glen Coco, if you're not on Glen Coco, we have this thing called pre-qualification, which is where if you're on the call and we're setting these meetings up at Glen Coco, we want to set up the account executives as best as possible. And so to do that, at the end of the call, after we've booked the meeting and the time and all that stuff, we actually sit down. We ask them all the questions that they're looking for. Like they might not be waving their Amex over their head like ready to buy, but we know for a fact that this is in your ICP, or this is your ICP, this is in your TAM, and we're not going to put them on your calendar unless we think you can really add them to your pipeline, right? And so the pre-qualification is this feature in Glen Coco that it uses AI to basically just analyze, did this rep ask all the qualifications? Is this prospect qualified, essentially? And so Nelson went ahead and he booked, I forget which day it was, but you booked like 2 cruxes. What are you at total, by the way, for bookings? How many meetings have you booked so far?
Yeah, so far I'm at 6 meetings. Last Friday, when I was seriously dialing, I booked 3 in one day.
Oh, man.
And then Monday came around, I was 1. And then Tuesday came around, I was another 2.
Right. And so the competition started Monday. And so you had that 2-day. Which day was the 2-day again?
2-day was on Tuesday.
The Tuesday. So awesome. So that day, I forget who you guys were facing, but again, for those watching, I'm going to get to it, but the points were insane. It was 72-0, I think.
That's news to me.
It was like, yeah. So in the daily updates, if you guys are in the arena on Glen Coco, 72, I think it was 0, and I might butcher that, but basically what you did is you did everything right. And here's what you did right. Not only did you book a new meeting for a new company, Crux, but you also they pre-qualified, which means he did all the questions right. So they showed up and they were good to go. But we also have this little thing called the schedule out multiplier. And if you don't know what that is, it's if you book the meeting for today, Like if I call and then I book it for 3 p.m., let's just say, it's a 5x multiplier. So that 3 point demo would become 15 points, right? So you can see how this would add up. But the most you can score on a single booked meeting is 30. And Nelson did that once. And then he also set one for the day after that, I think also pre-qualified or something like that. But
Yeah.
it was just a landslide. So how do when you were I like picking the brains of people who are a little newer to this.
Yep.
Like you're setting these meetings and the prospect is agreeing to like, let's just do today, let's just do tomorrow. Like was it just like kind of like how, I don't know if it's if it was Kobe or even Caven for that matter, but is it just instinct now? Like you're just like, oh, I just did it, or were you thinking about it as you were doing it?
When you put this together, and you put those multipliers together, I immediately realized that this competition is aligned in a way where it's going to make the SDR successful. And so when I realized, why am I not booking every meeting the same day if I can? I started to think myself, let's ask that question and see if they accept it. So me asking her, I would say is part luck that she was available to take that meeting the same day. But at the same time too, that's the new motive going forward is, if I want to be successful, I have to make sure that these meetings are still fresh on their head. So put that out there. If they're available, they're available. If not, opt for a
Right.
different time.
Right. And so now that you've set so many meetings, the cool part about these competitions is in the beginning, it's all the points are based on like how much fresh business can you get, right? That's the beginning, which is what you've been doing. But later in the competition, as people who know, qualified meetings come into play. And this is where like, we're setting these meetings, we schedule them out, but then that's really planting a seed. And if they sprout and we get those points, like that's huge. A qualified meeting is worth double the original set. So for example, if I set if Nelson set a 3 point meeting and it happens in a week, that's 6 points. Like if it qualifies. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about the QMs, the qualifications. So I forget, and I think you have, but correct me if I'm wrong. Have you had any QMs happen? And if so, what was your experience like? Did you were you on the call? Did you miss the call? Did you just text them, or what was your process?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm at 2 QMs officially as of actually 30 minutes ago.
Hit the applause. Hit the applause there.
Hey!
Hit the applause. There you go.
Let's go!
There you go.
Yeah. And so the first QM came, I believe, was yesterday. My memory's a little shot, but I think it was yesterday, and the second one was today. One of them counted for the competition, which was for yesterday, and the other one didn't. But that doesn't matter.
Okay.
It's okay. We're here to be great SDRs, and competition to me, it's awesome, and I really want to put as many points on the board as possible. But I also want to set a good example.
Very good. Very good. And so I'm sure, just to kind of dive into yourself, actually, like obviously you're doing great, but like I think everybody at Remote Sales Nation feels the same way, is that we're all a unique puzzle piece in this full puzzle that is Remote Sales Nation. Like we all have our own like sizes and shapes and whatever to the puzzle piece. But what makes this interesting is actually our history coming into this. Like what led you here, and why do you stick around? Like that is just super interesting to myself. So I would love to know, like I know a little bit about your background, but like I would love to know just like what is your story leading up to this moment, and what brought you here?
Yeah, definitely. In sales in general, I've only been in sales for probably like 3 years at this point. I was in life insurance sales, and life insurance great. It's got a good model, but it didn't work out for me all that great. So this past year, I ended up kind of soul searching, and I was just working my normal 9 to 5, and I was looking for new ways to kind of awaken my voice again because I had lost it. Just sales hasn't happened in a long time for me, and I missed it. And then the algorithm just pushed a YouTube video with Micah's face on it, and I was like, "What's going on here?" And the way the commission structure works, and how the platform works, and the way that the quote unquote sale happens, the way I saw it, I was like, "This is very similar," and I think this is great. And then I found out about RSN, and it just took me to a whole new level. I was like, well, if I'm gonna join this platform, I might as well learn from the people that are doing this thing every single day with each other as a community.
Right,
And
right.
so
Keep going.
just to kind of summarize it, a YouTube video led me to learn about RSN, and you guys have all the tools in there as far as like the course and the mentors and people who have been doing this for years and have qualified thousands of meetings together. So for me, it was a no-brainer.
Right, right. Okay, so sounds like it was fate. sounds like God was like, hey, just watch this, and then you got in here. Well, good, man. Well, good. Well, that's yeah. It seems like that for a lot of folks. It's like, you stumble across it, and you realize there's something special here, and actually, this actually has a lot of payoff if I dive into this. So why not, right? Um, so now I don't know. We got Caven in the crowd. Caven, big question is, can we even consider Nelson a beginner anymore?
No. He's now at least intermediate to upper intermediate.
Yeah. Do you want to come up to the mic and
That means a lot.
we got
Thank you.
and real quick, how many follower or watchers do we have? How many people we got?
Got three.
3. Awesome. Okay.
3 people.
We got
Let's
Caven's
go.
answer right here. It's the camera.
I don't have the suit or anything like that, but I'll get down here. Nelson, you killed it. It's just awesome to see you grow.
Thank
You're
you.
here early. You're here late. What do you have planned? What's like on your mind? What's in your scope right now? Like imagine you're hunting in the wilderness
Yeah.
and like you're walking down this deer. What does that deer look like to you?
That's a great question. This competition is going to be for 30 days. And correct me if I'm wrong, is that end on November 1st or November 6th?
So we're going to Halloween.
Halloween?
October. It's 20 business days. Ends on October 31st.
Okay.
Yeah.
This amount of time allowed me to kind of put all my goals into the same time frame. I thought to myself, what can I prove to myself and maybe even the community within 30 days with what I prepared myself with? And I told myself, let me lock in. I've got 8 hours a day that I can dial, and I could do other things, but why would I do that when I could be making, money and learning with people that have been doing this? So I thought to myself, let me lock in for these 30 days. Let me show up even when I have bad days. Let me put a 4-hour block in the morning, some lunch, 4-hour block at night. If I can show up to the office and it might be not as comfortable as my setup at the house, I'm going to do that. Why? Because there's people out here that have been doing it for years, and they can talk with me on my calls. I can mute my mic and ask them a question. I can ask them questions when I'm done. I can learn from them. So what do I want from the end of this? Well, I want to fast track my experience. I want to learn from the people that are turning this into like an entrepreneurship journey, like Caven, Hunter, Connor, Micah, Jamie. These are the guys that are pushing this platform to be something great, and I want to be a part of that. And so for me, these 30 days are the first step to proving that to them and to myself and to the community. So I'm going to try my best, and there's going to be days where I don't get booked meetings, but I assure you, I might not have a booked meeting, but I will have 1,000+ dials. I will have at least 5 pitches, whether that person says no or yes, and I will have something on the board to put into community, whether it's support or just that good thing we like to see, book meetings or qualified meetings.
Wow! Hit the applause button. Hit the applause. We got the studio applause. Studio applause. Man, I mean, and that is. I mean, guys, we see this. Kevin, we see this early. This is potential for champion mindset. I mean, this is champion mind. This is potential for championship material right here. You've already started off like this week is do exactly what you did. Do exactly what you did. Keep doing it. I think one thing about you that, and just for those who don't know, he's asking questions constantly and he's looking for feedback. And I'm not in the Team Legion, Google Meets, but I would assume you're doing the same thing in there and you're learning from others. But anyways, well, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, Nelson Soto, Week 1 squads winner spotlight. Just wanted to shine it on him. Great job, man.
Thank you.
Very good. Awesome. All right. And we're out.